Potential new leaks for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier have recently made their way on the internet, and they do line up with some of the things we've previously heard that were rumored and then later confirmed. So let's talk about a few elements that they aim to tackle in the upcoming first season. So as always, when it comes to rumors, you never know what's going to end up being true, what's going to end up being false, or what might have ended up being put on the cutting room floor and never makes it to the final cut of the film. We've talked about this when it came to the MCU a lot, really, because we know that there was quite a few elements cut out of Infinity War and Avengers Endgame that were fully shot. So again, take it with a grain of salt, but most of these do seem to be hinting towards stuff that we've seen, set photos reference, and more. So first and foremost, it says that we will see this sort of next stage / evolution of what the MCU is pushing towards, and that's the rise of multiple new superpower groups / teams / technological advances in the MCU. To give you one example, take Mark Spector, for example, Moon Knight. Eventually, he ends up being the guy that runs Spectre Corp. Or you take all the rumors we've had about Oscorp and Norman Osborn appearing in the MCU. Examples of that type of thing. Now, from set photos, we've already seen that there's definitely this sort of rise to want to control the world and power, and since the group Ultimatum is in there, I think this kind of falls in line with that. And then adding Flag Smasher and everything to the mix, again, pushes it in that sort of realm. Now, one of the other things that's being rumored here, and that's going to spin off of something that we've heard recently that was sort of confirmed in a weird way, is that we are dealing with the legacy of the SHIELD and the Super Soldier program. Now, not only that, we're also going to learn that the history of the program has been, it's been something that's been covered up a lot, which will lead to the revelation that all sorts of governments around the planet have run their own experiments or are trying to get their own super soldier program up and running, which leads us to Weapon X, aka Wolverine, being something that's gonna be mentioned, not directly like mentioning Wolverine, but saying, hey, yeah, they're doing their own thing up there in Canada as well, just like we were doing down here and still are. And when you look at all these rumors out there, this all honestly makes sense to me. Like, there's nothing that really seems off about this. It all seems on point, and it all kind of traces back to various set photos, various reports, various confirmations and teases, and sort of, them saying, if you look at what we're going to be tackling in this, it relates to Captain America 2 and Captain America 3. And you look at those and how those sort of push the MCU in a different direction, it does make a lot of sense that you're going to start seeing that and dealing with this entire thing. And again, if we just go back to Madripoor, for example, being a part of this series, that has direct ties to the X-Men and Wolverine and the Weapon X program, so why wouldn't you want to at least lay down a foundation and a mention of something like that and then explore it down the road? So definitely seems like we're in for quite an interesting show when it comes to the first season of The Falcon and the Winter Soldier.